Hello everyone, I'm Carthu and welcome back to the dojo. Today, we'll be discussing something that was close to happening in Dragon Ball Super, and that is of course, what if Buu was in the Tournament of Power? Many interactions here would be far different in my opinion, as well as the obvious major change. So without further ado, let's jump into it with the video intro. As I said in the intro, the first obvious change is that there is no Frieza, because in this timeline, or in this occurrence, this what if, Buu does not fall asleep at all. This means any references to Frieza, or just in general ideas of bringing Frieza back, do not exist in this continuity, which will affect even more things going forward. Also, as a quick point, I would say that Buu stays skinny for the sake of the tournament, just for the fun of it. He doesn't have to stay skinny afterwards, but I just think it'd be fun to have him stay skinny and fit Buu during this Tournament of Power arc. And so, the Tournament of Power begins. The universe first erased is still Universe 9, but notably it's not by Goku and Vegeta. Instead, it's Buu, who wants to keep having fun with the doggies like he said he wanted to before the tournament initially. After this, Buu generally goes around fighting people, but much like the rest of the universes and characters who are not pivotal to an episode, he does not eliminate people on such a scale. Things begin to really change though once we hit about episode 106, since Buu is around and actually helping, unlike Frieza. Buu has the ability of regeneration and so is able to go head first at the sniper with no difficulty, meaning that he can take out the sniper without having to sacrifice Ten Shinhan in the process, leaving Ten Shinhan around to participate in episode 107 and 108 against Frost. With no Frieza team up and Ten Shinhan still there, Roshi and Ten Shinhan are able to defeat Frost together, but they do have to sacrifice themselves in order to do it. Moving on to episodes 109 and 110, they stay almost exactly the same in my opinion, but the big difference is at the end of 110 and the beginning of 111, there is no Frieza. But the change in person here matters greatly. You have Buu instead of Frieza. Buu is able to heal, not just grant energy, and so Buu heals Goku, revitalizing him fully and allowing him to continue participating in the tournament. This will come more into play later on, because right now Hit is facing Jiren, and Hit is having a one-on-one match with him, so Goku does not intervene. He simply observes, trying to learn what he can about Jiren, while seeing what Hit has up his sleeve as well. He knows he'll have to fight one of them at some point after this. Of course, Hit is eliminated by Jiren, and the tournament continues. Moving forward to episodes 113 to 116, that's where we start to see some notable differences, because Goku, as I mentioned, was fully revitalized, and being fully revitalized, he is able to keep up with Kale and Caulifla easily right off the bat. This more so speeds up the pace of the fight rather than actually changing the outcome or how things are ordered, and because of this pace increase, Ultra Instinct Omen 2 is much more powerful than it was in its canon iteration, and much more sustainable. It's not really running on fumes like Goku was during the actual Tournament of Power in canon. Of course, this will lead to Kale and Caulifla's elimination the same way that it did in canon. Just a bit more one-sided, I say. After Ultra Instinct Omen 2 fades off of Goku, Buu is sent to revitalize him once more, as it's still hurting his body from using that technique. So, a revitalized Goku is now ready to continue the fight. Episode 118 is another one that would play out slightly differently due to Buu being around and actually participating, unlike Frieza. You have a Buu that's willing to fight these Universe 2 fighters, attacking them while they have Goku and the others trapped in the black hole. So, this leads to a quicker and less stamina draining elimination of Universe 2. As you can probably see the theme, Buu's role here is very much a support-based role, as he doesn't have the power to technically take out anyone of true note, by himself that is, but his supportiveness in this role is very important. I do want to mention here, while we are talking about Buu's support, The reason I will not have him absorb anybody in this is because if he absorbs somebody, and first off, he would take on their personality traits, which would change his character, and that's something I don't want to have to write about every time I have him absorb somebody. But even more importantly than that, if he absorbs them, he hasn't eliminated them from the tournament, which would mean Buu could keep universes alive inside of himself until he got eliminated, which would be a very weird thing to have to write around, and it just really overall doesn't make sense in the rules and realm of this tournament. So I would say he would not absorb people based on the rules of the fight. Also, he seems to want to fight people as shown by his training in episode 85. Back to the narrative though, the defeat of Universe 3 and Aniraza is pretty much unchanged here. Everyone else has to try a little bit harder because Buu isn't giving as much as say Golden Frieza was during that beam struggle, but it still ends with Android 17 saving the day. This is where a major change comes into play again. It's when Dispo fights Buu. See, since there's no Frieza, obviously Dispo will be going after Buu, and he's bothered by Dispo's speed at first, but eventually he gets used to it. Not saying he keeps up with him, rather he's able to see and comprehend the movements of Dispo, as opposed to them being basically things that are beyond his comprehension. Because of this basic comprehension of Dispo's movement patterns and understanding, just a reminder, Buu is not as stupid as people make him out to be. Buu launches a candy beam at a position Dispo will arrive at rather than where he already is. Turning Dispo into candy allows Buu to throw him off the arena, thus eliminating Dispo early. So now you have Android 17, Gohan, and Buu against Toppo, while Goku and Vegeta battle Jiren. With the combined efforts of Android 17, Gohan, and Buu, Toppo is put to the ground in the same predicament he was against Frieza and Android 17 in canon. However, the big difference here is Gohan with his new mentality from training with Piccolo. He knows that he's been overconfident in the past, and that he has to change his ways, or else he will replicate the mistakes of the past, mistakes he made against Majin Buu and Cell. And so, this Gohan, not a toying Frieza, eliminates Toppo immediately, not taking a chance to see anything else he might have to offer. And so, we don't get a God of Destruction Toppo, he has no chance to become it, he has no chance to throw away everything he stands for. And so, against Jiren, we are left with Buu, Android 17, Vegeta, Gohan, and Goku. Unfortunately though, Buu, 17, and Gohan are swatted away with ease. Goku and Vegeta take over again, but the two are beginning to get worn out. They can't keep this up for very long. Gohan asks Buu if he could turn Jiren into candy, but Buu says it would be useless, the same way it was against Vegito. Jiren, now realizing that the clock is running low and he still has 5 people to eliminate, starts to unleash more of his power, knocking Goku and Vegeta to base form into the ground immediately. He sends a blast their way, a massive blast, to finish them off, but Android 17 jumps in front of it, just like in the show. But here's the difference. He has Buu heal Goku and Vegeta while he's holding off the blast with his full-powered barrier. Gohan stays back and to the side just to keep an eye on Jiren, make sure he doesn't swoop around and see what's going on. And good for him, Jiren doesn't actually notice. And so, the pair are healed and moved away from the blast, and Android 17 does his fake self-destruction in order to completely eradicate the blast. Goku and Vegeta are fully healed now and ready to take on the fight again, but something's wrong. Buu collapses to the ground. He's healed far too many people that are far stronger than him, and so now he needs to rest. He goes into his long hibernation, like he does in canon before the tournament. Jiren quickly understands that it's the magic user, the one who eliminated Dispo, who must be healing them, and so he eliminates Buu while he's asleep, thus leaving Universe 7 with 4 fighters, but only 3 to Jiren's knowledge. From this point on though, things end up relatively the same. Jiren focuses too heavily on Goku and Vegeta, losing sight of Frieza, in this case Gohan, who is the extra that should still remain, and not understanding that Android 17 is still alive and kicking. However, unlike the original layout of events, Goku was healed before this fight, And now, when he uses Mastered Ultra Instinct, his body is in a more stable position to hold the form just long enough, the extra few seconds he needed in canon, to eliminate Jiren while in Mastered Ultra Instinct. Because he got the last elimination in the tournament, Goku receives the wish from the Super Dragon Balls, and he wishes to revive the other universes that were eliminated. With the wish made and the universes restored, the Tournament of Power is over. And before we finish off, since I don't think this needs a part 2, I'll just simply say that Broly is still on Vampa, and with no Frieza forced to go after him, well, he's gonna end up staying there. Thank you guys so much for watching, but before we go to that little video outro that I always do, I'd appreciate it if you go check out my second channel, Carthu's Game Room. We are starting a new Let's Play series over there right now. Part 1 just came out yesterday, Part 2 comes out tomorrow. I think you guys will really enjoy it. It's a bit of a different style of me, not these discussion type videos, talk over the images type videos. And I think you guys would really enjoy it. Please go check it out and support it. We're also going to be doing a giveaway over there for 1,000 subs. Once I reach it, I'm going to go through my subs and pick someone to do a giveaway with. There's going to be more details on the channel very, very soon. Thanks for watching. Make sure to hit the like button, leave your opinions and counterpoints in the comments down below, and hit subscribe and the notification bell. That way you get to stay up to date on the channel and everything that goes on with it. If you're interested, please check out the merch store to support the channel in another way that gives you something in return. But till next time,